All right, let's go ahead and get started on this assignment. This is your first assignment, number 6. Angelica is working with function machines. She has the 2 machines at the right here. She wants to put them in order so that the output of the first machine, which is this one, becomes the input for the second machine, which is this one. Okay. Her initial input is 6, so she's putting 6 in here. Right. So when you put 6, that means that you're actually putting 6 in the X. Right? And we know that this is the square root of 6 minus 5. I'm going to write it right here. So square root of 6 minus 5. And we know the square root of 6 minus 5 is 1. So we got to do the square root of 1. And the square root of 1 is just 1. So your output is 1. Okay. That right there will get put as the input for the next function machine. So we're going to put a 1 in there. So putting the 1 inside function machine means you're going to put the 1 right where the X is. So that second one is 1 squared minus 6. All right, and working that out, once you have to do the 1 square first. So 1 times 1 is 1 minus 6. And 1 minus 6, if you don't know what that is, use a calculator, you get negative 5. So your output is negative 5, and that is your final answer for the second function machine. All right? Okay. If you need a pause or go back, definitely do it. That's why it's a video. Okay. Examine the tile pattern on the right. Talking about this one right here. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. Okay. On paper, sketch figure 4 and 5. So I'm going to do it down here. So I'm going to say figure 4 and figure 5. Okay. So we actually have to figure out what's going on. So figure 1 looks like it has 3 blocks, right? Figure 2 looks like it has, and I can see it now, it has the 3 blocks, but it has 2 more. So it has a total of 5. So we're adding 2. Okay. Figure 3 has the total of 5 blocks, so it has the same as figure 2. But we're adding 2 more. So actually each time that it grows to the next figure, it's going to grow by adding 2 more. Okay. So by going this direction, we're adding 2. Okay. We're adding these 2. Okay. And by going in this direction again, we're adding 2. Okay. Because we're adding these 2. Right. So that's the idea. So if I want figure 4, all I have to do is really copy figure 3 down. So figure 3 has 4 along the bottom and 4 on the side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all I'm going to do is add 2 more. So add 1 more on the bottom and add 1 more on the column. Okay. And that's figure 4 because we're really adding 2 more right there and right there. So that's what we're adding. Excuse me. Okay. Figure 5, and I'm gonna do a quick trick, and you will probably be jealous of me, but it's gonna be that right there. So it's gonna be whatever figure 4 is. But all I'm gonna do, cool, huh? All I'm gonna do is add 1 on the bottom and 1 on the side. That's figure 5. Okay, so that's figure 4 and figure 5 sketch. So this one is done because it's down here. B, how does the pattern grow? Okay, and I already explained it. The pattern grows by adding 2 each time. Okay, so you can say something like pattern grows by adding 2, which is the number 2, to the previous figure. Okay, and you can say, how exactly you're going to add 1 to the bottom row, and you're going to add 1 to the column. Okay, so I ran out of room, but you can definitely add more. You can probably write it right here. Okay. See, how many tiles would there be in figure 0, the figure before figure 1, and explain how do you know. Okay, so think about this. If we're adding 2 going in this direction, right, and we want to know figure 0, we need to go backwards. Right, we need to go backwards. So if we need to go backwards, we're actually subtracting 2. So figure 0, here, I'll do it right here. Figure 0 is going to subtract 2. So we have to subtract 1 along the bottom and 1 along the column. So figure 0 should only have 1 tile. So I'll say on C, I'll say figure 0 should only have 1, and that's the number 1 tile. Okay. If I found this by subtracting 2. Okay, that's 8. If you need to pause or rewatch it again, pause or rewatch it again. Okay, and the last one, number 10. For each equation below, determine the value of y if x equals 2. This is the important part. X is going to equal 2. This is kind of like our finding your seat the first day of school. So basically, when we say x is 2, that x that you see right there, that becomes 2. Right? So let's see what happens. So this is 7 minus 3 times 2. And order of operations says you have to do the 3 times 2 first. So you leave the 7 alone, and you minus, and you go 3 times 2 is 6. And then what's 7 minus 6? Well, that's 1. Okay, so your answer is y equals 1. Okay. Next one. Again, you're going to let x equals 2, so you're going to put a 2 right here. Right there. So you're going to go and do 2 squared, which is 4, and then you're still going to do minus 1. And 4 minus 1, or 4 take away 1 is 3. So your answer is y equals 3. Or you can write y equals 3, just to make it look nice. And y equals 1. Actually, we'll do that. That looks much nicer, doesn't it? I'm glad you agree with me. All right. Last one. Again, x is 2, so we're going to put 2 right there with the x's. And then you got to figure out what 18 divided by 2 is, and that's 9. So y equals 9. Oh. So we're going to write down y equals 9. Okay, that's it. That was quick.